The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run it here. This is James White, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Shreds the tackle on the crossing route, complete. It's Gordon. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And Edelman finally works his way open. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On 1st down, Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. This is White. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Ooh, that's taking a real chance on the opening drive of the ball game. I get wanting to be aggressive, but you don't want to leave your defense in a bad spot right away. Fortunately, they're able to convert here on 4th down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Alabama, 380.
Now the rookie out of Georgia, Sony Michel, trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now he'll throw with Brady. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
To Michelle on the screen. Only 3 there on the screen at second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Dumps it off to Fournette. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Now Foles. This one complete to Niles Paul. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Go, go, go. Stick, stick.
Foles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One. Hey, go. Time go.
Here's Foles. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Receiver. Go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bryant's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal, so.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Throwing now is Brady. Steps away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Edelman was the intended target. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
1-1-1. Go, go, go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Slant route, caught by Edelman. Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. 47 yards. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time, he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And it's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Go, go, go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, he slipped right by him. A big run by the big man Fournette. 44 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. Wait, 20.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Brady to throw on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going up top. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is brought in at the 21. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. The open man is Westbrook. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Boomer. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. It's the fullback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gostkowski for the point after. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Great. Let's go. Great.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Lee's got it over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Vic.
Now back to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lee. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
1. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. That is caught at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Go.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 21-17. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
This foul forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Brady to throw. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. New England on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Start fast, fellas. Start fast. Wait.
Here's White. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Brady now, 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with White. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Brady to throw, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
20!
Back now in Jacksonville. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident.
Secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Tiger. Let's go.
Foles steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Go. 6.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
But it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Tempo.
Now Foles. Over the middle, complete. It's Lee. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Eluding the pressure right. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's Foles. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw now on first down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And this one through the uprights and good. Elsewhere across the league, fourth quarter action in Los Angeles. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry for White. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Calais Campbell on the stop.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
To throw is Brady, rolling to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground with White. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Wait 20!
So the false start will back them up 5. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to...
This is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A big spot now for Stephen Gostkowski. This to almost certainly win the football game. And yes, he got it. Gostkowski plays the role of hero as he punches it through. And it'll be a good time in the Back Bay tonight. The Patriots have won the football game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for New England, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.